En dan naast me schuift nu aan niemand anders dan een levende legende. Jonny Greenwood, filmcomponist, gitarist, medeoprichter van de band Radiohead. En ik durf wel te stellen, een van de grootste nieuwe invloeden op een jonge generatie componist. Waaronder ikzelf. Ik mag hem enkele vragen stellen en dat doe ik even in het Engels. En ik val het hier en daar samen in het Nederlands. Ik wacht nog even tot het applaus helemaal weg is. En ook al zit hij al hier naast me. Ja, het publiek staat gewoon nog, hoor. Uitzinnig. Mr. Greenwood, welcome.
Thank you very much.
First of all, congratulations on your Dutch premiere of Anthem. And thank you for joining me today. We just listened to it, Anthem. Were you able to hold your breath during this performance? Were you able to hold your breath during this
whole thing? I mean, it's very nerve-wracking. You're waiting for a mistake all the time. But he played it so beautifully. It's amazing, Daniel Piero.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what an orchestra. Incredible.
So you're happy with how this turned out?
And well, I used to come to this venue all the time when we're touring with Radiohead. If there was a day off and I was in Amsterdam, I would always come and see concerts here. So it's very, very strange to be coming back on the other side of the platform. Beautiful venue, amazing orchestra. I can't get over it.
Ja, Greenwood is dus een reguliere gast in het Concertgebouw en heel blij met deze uitvoering. Anthem is a word that derives from a Proto-West Germanic language, if I'm not mistaken. Why this word? What does it mean to you?
I just wanted to celebrate the fact that an orchestra is a living, breathing thing. Whenever I'm writing for an orchestra, it's a little creepy, but I like to know the names of the players. Because to me, it's a band with 48 people in. It's not the violin 1 section, violin 2 section. And I just think, I wonder what kind of day they had that morning, how they're feeling. And I'm a bit obsessed with string players, I think is what it is. I think when I see someone in their 20s and they're carrying a cello or a violin case, I think they're super cool. Because I know they've devoted years of their life to learning this instrument. Far cooler than someone carrying a guitar case. I think people with cellos look great.
Ja, de mensen die met een viool en een cello op hun rug dragen, dat zijn de mensen die echt met waardering het leven ingaan. En daar krijgen ook grote waardering van Jonny Greenwood, die alle namen individueel van het orkest wil weten. This piece grew out of Horror Factory, which is an earlier piece of yours, but it ended up as an almost entirely new piece. You ended up actually only using one 8-note phrase, if I'm
That's right.
not mistaken. What was the reason for you to start anew?
Because I just wondered what would happen if I really took 9 months to write something and devoted all my time and thought, what if, just for the fuck of it, I did what you're supposed to do and devote all your time to it and see if it works.
Has it? I mean, to me, it obviously has.
It's much closer. It's much closer than of course. I hear a lot of amplified music.
Yeah.
And I still think orchestral music is more complicated and interesting and strange than most things you can do with a laptop. Because of the complexity and the level of chaos, when you have more than 1 or 2 or 3 people playing together, it just becomes something that's very intangible and something that happens in a room, and like the room we're looking at it now, and it's finished, it's gone, all the sound's all gone, you can't play it again. I find that really interesting.
One of your earlier pieces, Smear, which was for 2 Ans Martineau and ensemble, it really shows Penderecki's influence a lot. And I know that you have been influenced by him. That influence in sounds that blur the line between the electronic and the acoustic. Was Penderecki's spirit here too while writing Anthem?
It was, because I often... See, he was someone who studied electronics in depth and then just realised he could make the same sounds with orchestras. And I've definitely taken influence from that. But instead of thinking about the Moogs and the white noise generators that he would have had in the 1960s, I think more about digital sounds and granular sounds and treatments that you do on laptops that are more complex and more interesting, I think, in real life. It's funny, we played some Steve Reich tonight, and I'm sure you know the piece Music for 18.
Yes.
But parts of that sound electronic, sound like it's been stretched granularly, and all these, but it's all done with acoustic instruments. So that's been another huge
amplified
influence.
vocals too.
There are a couple of microphones for the singers. That's true.
Yeah.
But everything else is just sounds like it's been treated. Sounds like it's gone through a plug-in. But you're in a room and it's 1960 or whenever he wrote it. It's amazing.
I had a very similar feeling today. I was totally awestruck by this beautiful piece you wrote. I just wonder, Mr. Greenwood, I've been following you for a very long time, from your earliest Radiohead examples to today. Has your relationship to music changed over time, and if so, how? Big question.
No, I'm just panicking a bit that I'm going to run out of time to hear everything, and it's a kind of greed in a way, I'm afraid to say. But I just know there's so many kinds of music I will never hear, and composers and it's a nice feeling in a way, but it just makes me want to work faster and do more. You know?
Yeah, I think so. Not enough time in the day.
Like it's when you see a film set in Finland, and you think, well, I'm never going to learn Finnish, and I'm never going to go there, and I'm never going to understand how these people live, and it's not a nice feeling. You want to understand. You want to. I don't know. I'm not sure everyone feels like that, but with music, it's a very intense feeling.
I understand. Jonny Greenwood legt uit hoe hij eigenlijk bijna jammer vindt dat hij niet alle muziek ter wereld kan ontdekken. Hoe hij nooit Fins zal leren. Hoe er zoveel films en muziek is die hij niet zal kennen of componeren. En hoe dat hem eigenlijk bijna hebzuchtig maakt naar meer muziek en meer inspiratie. Okay. You actually met Penderecki. I want to go back to this influence of him on you. And you also showed him that a software could replicate his string textures later on. Did the conversations that you had with him change also anything that in the way that you write for film?
Film? No, but it gave me an inspiring work ethic, because he would sit in his kitchen every morning from 8 in the morning till 1, working on paper, just writing every single day. And I found that really inspiring. And he took us out for vodka and could drink far more than me. Was really lovely and just gentle. He was like a big kid, really. I haven't done it to sound patronising. I don't mean it to sound patronising. He was just, he had a twinkle of sort of, it's not like you expect from his music, but then his music, I think, is misunderstood. I think it really suffers from being recorded, because when you hear it live, it just sounds softer and stranger and more magical than you're led to believe. It's not abrasive and unpleasant. It's too quiet to be that. It's just complicated and really beautiful because of it. I think.
That's a really nice image that you're sketching there.
Okay.
Hij legt uit hoe de muziek van Penderecki eigenlijk iets is wat live ervaren moet worden. En hoe het eigenlijk te breekbaar en te stil en te mooi is. En dat een opname daar eigenlijk nooit eer aan doet. Last question. You once said you get quite enough praise from your peers already. But today is still a pretty big day. Can you at least enjoy it?
Yeah, I'm going to walk around the venue pointing at myself and nodding and just taking all this praise. No, I'm going to...
Sorry.
It's very nice. Of course, it's amazing, but I just have to, try again. It's like everything you do in this world seems to feel a little bit like a half success that tempts you to try it again, and so that's why it's addictive and why you just want to keep moving forward, I think.
Addicted to music, addicted to composing and inspiration.
Addicted to hanging around with string players.
Yeah, that too.
Being in the basements of a venue like this and seeing people tune up, and it's very it's an energy that's very addictive.
And they're cool people.
Very, the best, really the best.
Mr. Greenwood, thank you so much for your time
You're
today.
most welcome.
Thank you.
It's good to meet you.
And thank you for this beautiful performance.
Take care.
Take care. Jonny Greenwood die hier dus uitlegt over zijn inspiratiebronnen, over zijn invloeden door Penderecki, over wat hij van deze venue vindt en hoe vaak hij in het Concertgebouw is geweest en hoeveel hij van strijkers houdt. We gaan even luisteren nog naar wat muziek van hem uit zijn laatste filmmuziek van One Battle After Another. Dit is Trio for Willa, En je hoort leden uit het London Contemporary Orchestra met dezelfde dirigent als nu, namelijk Hugh Brunt.